Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we have quite a few new beauty launches to try. I have new products that I have not tried before from Natasha Denona, Laura Mercier, Nomad Cosmetics, Tower 28. I'm going to show you everything in a second. I am going to do almost a full face of brand new makeup and we'll see how it goes, because sometimes when you put a bunch of new products together, something goes wrong. You can't determine what it is. So hopefully everything is going to look good today. We'll see. If you're excited for today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you everything new we'll be trying. First things first, we have a new cream foundation to try, and it is from LYS Beauty, the Triple Fix Serum Skin Tint Stick. One thing about LYS Beauty is I absolutely loved their first foundation launch. It is a fantastic liquid foundation if you haven't tried it. Beautiful medium coverage, very hydrating, nice glowy finish. I love it, okay? So I have very high expectations for this foundation stick right here, and I'm hoping I'll really like it. We also have a new concealer to try, and it is from Bare Minerals. Bare Minerals released their Bare Pro 16-hour wear all over skin perfecting matte concealer. They sent over a few shades, so we'll determine which one matches me best. Cannot wait to try this one. Hopefully it's not drying matte, because it says it has a matte finish to it. I'm hoping it's not a drying matte finish because I have very dry skin. I'll let you know if it's dry skin friendly. Also a new setting powder to try, and that is from Tower 28. They sent over two of their new Get Set powders. These are pressed powders. I have translucent, which is this one here. It just looks like a white powder. And then they also sent over Palisades Pink, which is a pink undertone translucent powder. I feel like on the camera it kind of looks white, but if we put them together it'll probably look less white than the translucent one. See, check it out right here. This is the translucent, this is the pink one. I also have new blushes to try from Singe Beauty. This is my first time trying the Singe Beauty brand, and they sent over all four of their new blush colors. I did actually already use the yellow blush in my previous video, the Laura Mercier I Need a Warm palette video, because I combined it with a different blush to warm up the shade a bit more, and it was perfect. So I can't wait to try at least two more of the shades today and of course swatch them all for you. I even have a new highlighter to try, and it's not a new release, but it is a highlighter that is new-ish and I have not tried before, and that is the Natasha Denona Golden Highlighter Trio. I purchased this when the gold palette launched, but I was on maternity leave and I never got around to using it, so I'm going to use it in today's video, since I found it was the perfect opportunity to try it out. So far it seems very promising. I don't understand how I got lucky enough to receive the amount of PR I received recently from Laura Mercier, which I am endlessly grateful for, and they sent me their entire new lipstick collection. I'm not going to try every single shade in this video because that would be a lot, but I do want to do a short video where I just swatch them and show you the different shades because they look beautiful. The packaging is luxurious. Let me just show you. So in today's video I think I'll swatch them for you so you can see the different colors, and I might try at least a couple of them. Take a look at this. They sent me all of their new lipsticks. You can have an idea at what the shades look like with the label underneath. These have beautiful packaging. The packaging is magnetic and they kind of hold each other close when you put them together. It has this beautiful, very elegant metal packaging, again with a magnet, and then once you twist it up, here is what it looks like. I'll give you guys the prices of everything as I try the products. Laura Mercier also sent a bunch of lip liners that are going to be perfect to pair with these lipsticks. I have a palette that I really want to try, and that is the new Nomad Cosmetics Fuji Goko Japan palette. This palette is beautiful. It has the perfect fall color story. The packaging, let me show you the packaging. It looks like a painting. The packaging is so beautiful. It's so textured. It is, I wish you could touch it, okay? It is beautiful. And here's what the inside looks like. It has this really beautiful, cool and warm color story. I have no idea what I'll do for my eye look today, but I cannot wait to play with a lot of those products. Now I do have discount codes for quite a few of the products I'll be trying today. If you guys are ever wondering if I have a discount code for a specific brand, always check the description box of my videos. I always have a list of all of the discount codes I have in the description box of my videos, and that way you guys can save some money and obviously also support my channel. The newer the video you click on, the more updated that list is, okay? Because if you go like back 3-4 months, you might be missing a couple links. I'm actually going to the last video I uploaded and I'm going to look at the list myself so I can give you guys the right codes for what I'm about to talk about. I have a Bare Minerals discount code. The code is PATTY, P-A-T-T-Y, and you get 20% off of Bare Minerals, which is quite amazing. I have a 10% discount code with Nomad Cosmetics, and that code is PATTY10, so you can save 10% off of anything on the Nomad Cosmetics website with that code. You guys probably have heard me talk about the 15% off Natasha Denona. So whenever you shop the Natasha Denona website, PATTY15 will save you 15% off of anything you shop for there. And I also have a code with Laura Mercier. The Laura Mercier code is PATTY15. I try to keep them similar. I try to keep them all the same. So PATTY15 saves you 15% off of the Laura Mercier website. The rest of the products I don't have codes for, but they will of course be linked down below in the description box. Anyways, let's get started. I don't have any new brow products, so my eyebrows are already filled, and I did already prep my skin with my moisturizer and my eye cream. So first things first, let's go on with the LYS foundation. So I have MG2 and MG2. They sent me two of the same shade. They must be very sure this is my shade. Fingers crossed that it is. I'm nervous because I think that my original LYS foundation shade was MN1. So we'll see. This is what it looks like right here, and let's swatch it. I mean, I will definitely look a little yellow. MG2 is probably medium golden number 2. So it's definitely a bit more yellow than the color of my skin, but I think I can make it work. Here it is blended out. I think I can work with that. Their new stick foundation comes in their iconic triangular twist up stick packaging, which I absolutely love. And I'm not going to use a primer because I want to see how the foundation performs kind of on its own without a primer interfering with anything. So I'm just going to draw some stripes on my cheeks, down the center of my nose, chin, and let's do some forehead ones. And I have a new sponge to try. This is from Cinch Beauty, and so I'm just going to blend out my foundation. That actually looks really good all throughout my face. The LYS Beauty Triple Fix Blurring and Hydrating Skin Tint Foundation Stick retails for $25. On the website it says it is a stick formula with a medium coverage and a natural finish. It is cruelty free and clean at Sephora, and it's described as an ingredient-rich skin tint stick which enhances complexion to visibly even skin while concealing the look of any blemishes or uneven tone in just one swipe. So far I like it. It looks very natural. It looks like it has a medium buildable coverage. It's not fully covering my redness right there quite yet, but I can build it up. And yes, it does look a bit more yellow than the color of my skin, but I'm just going to blend it down a bit. All in all, it wasn't a terrible shade. Take a look right here. This is just a one layer. I haven't added anything extra. It looks really beautiful. I am going to just do one more stripe right here and blend it in because I do want to cover my redness. It is undoubtedly a really beautiful product. I love the glow. I love that LYS Beauty always gives us the glow with their foundations. The coverage is beautiful. My redness is now fully covered. It looks natural. I don't look dry. So far so good. So let's move on to the Bare Minerals concealer. Here's what the packaging of the Bare Minerals concealer looks like. It's a nice frosted plastic packaging, and the shades I have are 150 Cool, which I'm going to swatch right there. Ooh, it's creamy but not moussey. 150 Warm right there, and 200 Neutral. 150 Cool, 150 Warm, and 200 Neutral. And I did put it on top of my foundation swatch from earlier. Let me just try 200 neutral first on its own, and then if I need to lighten it up, which is what I'm thinking, then I'll do that, but I'm not going to do it right off the gate. So I'm going to add some right there and some right on the outer corner. And I didn't add a color corrector, which I always do, but I didn't, just to see how much this covers on its own. Maybe I won't need to lighten it up. I'm going to just do a little bit on the center of my forehead, nose, and chin, and blend it in with this sponge. I think 200 neutral on its own absolutely works. I like that it's not too thick, and I like that it's not too matte. It looks kind of like a natural finish, and it seems to have a medium coverage. I'll try and build it up a bit to see if it builds up. I think I'll definitely love it more once I have a color corrector underneath, because I feel like I see a bit of purple coming through, but not much. Add a bit more right there. Here's what that combination is looking like. So far so good. Liking everything. Looking at it up close with my mirror, the concealer is perfect. It will need to be set for sure, because I see it settling in the lines underneath my eyes just a bit, but I do see it. And then the foundation, I think I'm more of a liquid foundation type of girl. It's beautiful, it's looking great, but the creaminess of it I feel like doesn't fully sink into my skin, and so it's a bit more foundation-y looking, if that's even a term, than their liquid foundation is, for example. Like, I love the LYS Beauty liquid foundation, and I feel like that one sinks in and disappears so beautifully into my skin. And this one is a bit more obvious looking, you know, a little more makeup-y, if you will. If you watch my channel often, you know I love super thin makeup products, and a cream product is not necessarily the thinnest. Anyways, let's go ahead and set everything with the Tower 28 powder. I'll try translucent under one eye and the one with the pink undertone under the other eye, and see if we can tell a difference. Before I do though, I'm going to make sure that the concealer is not settled into any lines, tapping out any creases with the sponge. And I'm going to use the super cute Tower 28 puffs to apply the powder. So I'm going to grab some. Here's what that looks like, and then I'm going to dust off any excess, which there was quite a bit. Work the excess in, dust it off again, and then this is the translucent side. I'm doing the eyelid as well, and so here's what that looks like. Very smoothing, and also very brightening under the eyes. No pores left to be seen in the area where the powder was applied, for sure. I'm going to also do the right half of my forehead. Different puff, and we are doing the pink one, and jumping onto my left side. Also setting around my mouth with the puff. So we have translucent and Palisades pink over here on this side. I actually think I prefer the translucent side with this Tower 28 powder. It seems a little brighter, a little smoother to me for some reason, in comparison to this. But there's barely a difference. It barely matters, but I prefer the translucent one. This Tower 28 Beauty Get Set Blur Setting Powder is a talc-free pressed setting powder, which retails for $28. It comes in 4 different shades, and it's described as a talc-free, safe for sensitive skin setting powder that blurs and smooths skin and makes any base transfer-proof and sweat-resistant. I don't have a new contouring or bronzing product to try, so since I tried the new LYS stick foundation, I'm inclined to use their viral contour stick. This is in the shade No Limits, which I believe is their lightest color. Since I want to really show off the blush I'll be trying later, I wanted to go on with a lighter shade. I do have the medium one, which I love, but that one can be a lot sometimes for my complexion. Disregard whatever I did on the nose, it'll blend out. I promise. This cream contour product isn't only super pigmented, but extremely blendable as well. So let me just go on and blend it out with the sponge, diffusing it really well all throughout my face. And back with the Tower 28 translucent powder, I'm going to grab a bit more and press it on the sides of my nose just to define that contour a little better. Time for blush. Let me go ahead and swatch all 4 of the Singe Beauty blush shades for you. These retail for $18 each, and if you get all 4 of them bundled up, you save $7. This shade here is called Timid Tomato, which is a pretty like warm reddish type color. Let me go ahead and do a second swatch. And I believe that these blushes have a soft luminous finish to them. This color might be one that I end up using a lot. It is called Riveting Rhubarb, and it's this beautiful peach shade. They feel very, very creamy. Let me go ahead and swatch it right there. Beautiful. This I believe is the darkest of the four, and it is called Risky Raisin. Let me swatch it as well. Take a look right there. And last but not least, the one that is most intriguing to me, and also the one that I did already try and loved, which is called Persistent Persimmon. Have you ever wished for your blush to just be a little bit warmer? I feel like this blush is perfect for when you just want a bit more warmth on your blush, because it combines beautifully with other blush colors and it makes any other blush just a bit more yellow. You can of course also use it on its own, but I see myself using it as a mixer with some other blush shades. I tried it the other day when I reviewed the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. I had put on a peachy blush that just needed a bit more warmth to it. Added this over top of it and it was perfection. So definitely something to think about if you want to transform your blushes. But either way, here are the 4 swatches of the Singe Beauty blushes. As you can see, they have a beautiful pigmentation to them and they have a fantastic glowy finish, but not too glowy. It's like a nice glowy, not an I'm going to show your texture glowy, which I can certainly appreciate. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know I am a coward when it comes to pigmented blushes. I'm the first one to admit it, but I want to try this one. This one is called Timid Tomato. I grabbed this Morphe X Aerial brush because I think it's going to diffuse it enough. This is the A22 and I'm going for it. I'm barely tapping, just swirling that color around the back side of my cheek. I'm going to put something lighter towards the front. So far, I don't hate this experiment. It's looking good. It's blending out beautifully. Let me do the same thing on this side. This brush is very, very soft, so I knew it wasn't going to add a ton of color, which is exactly what I was looking for. So here's Timid Tomato. That color looks beautiful. I am always scared of pigmented, reddish, toned blushes because, again, not a huge fan of super pigmented blush colors or super bright blush colors. But this looks really beautiful. And since I already tried this, should I try it just to show you what it looks like again? Let's try it on its own to see what it looks like up here on its own, but then I'll probably put a peachy shade on top. So here's that yellow color blended into Timid Tomato. See, on its own, I have a pretty neutral to cool undertone. On its own, I don't think it's for me. I liked it combined with the peach shade the other day because it was perfection to warm things up just a little more. So anyways, I'm putting it on this side just to make myself even, but I will go on with a peachy blush over top. Oh god, I need to blend this. Here is Riveting Rhubarb and I'm going to add it on top. I was a bit ambitious with my blush plans. I'm starting to look a little out of my comfort zone, but I'm not going back now, so here it is. I'm blending it over my nose a bit. And so here's what it looks like full on, lots of blush added. I am going to blend it down a bit because I am looking, as I said, a bit out of my comfort zone. So if you ever do too much blush, the best way to tame things is to get the tool that you use for your foundation and go over the blush. So I'm doing that with the sponge. I think once I do my eyeshadow, it'll balance out as well, but I'm already feeling a little better about the intensity of the blushes. For the highlighter, I'm going to use a Rephr number 1 Max. And I'm going to just grab a bit of this lightest shade right here and add it to the highest part of my cheekbone, blending it into the blush colors. It's a beautiful highlighter, but it's not like the Natasha Denona High Glam highlighter that I keep raving about, because this I feel like does enhance my texture a bit, which I don't appreciate. I really don't. If you guys want a good highlighter that will not enhance your texture, please buy that High Glam highlighter from Natasha Denona. It's this one here. It's on her website. Here's what it looks like, and this will not enhance your texture, I promise you. It's so beautiful. The formula on this highlighter trio is not the same. Like I said, I don't mind it, but it's not the same as the Natasha Denona High Glam highlighter. That one is just 100 out of 10, okay? Here are the swatches, by the way, of the 3 different highlighters in that trio. I think I would only be able to use the lightest one, maybe the middle one, but I'm not sure. The swatches look incredibly beautiful, and the trio retails for $55. Time to get into this beautiful Nomad palette here. I'm going to swatch it for you. Here is Fiery Maple, Red Rowan, Diamond Fuji, and Yellow Poplar. So far it's swatching beautifully, by the way. That shade and this shade, amazing. Then we have Golden Ginkgo, Momji, Fuji Goko, and Mount Fuji. I'm going to intensify Fuji Goko a bit. They feel very creamy, by the way. Then we have Mount Hoei. I am so sorry if I'm butchering all of these names, by the way. Koyo, that's a beautiful pigmented yellow. Burning Bush right here, and Kawaguchiko, I think. Take a look right there. 3 more shades. We have Pampas Grass, we have Yamanakako, and Burnished Beach right here. So take a look right here at the swatches. I am not going to lie, when I first opened this palette I was like, oh, like those colors might not be for me. However, now that I've swatched everything and that I've seen how like pigmented and creamy the shades are, I'm a lot more excited about it than I was to begin with. My first thought when I saw this palette was like, the packaging is so beautiful, but I wasn't sure about the color story. Obviously the place inspired it, like you have the cool tones and the warm tones around it, so it makes sense that this color story would be inspired by this place. But again, for me initially I was like, I don't know, those colors, I don't know, it wasn't clicking. Now that everything is swatched and I can feel how creamy the textures are, I'm a lot more excited about it than I was. I think I want to go the warm route with this palette. So the first color I'll use is Yellow Poplar here, and this is a Rephr number 27 brush that I'm going to use to diffuse that color all throughout the crease of my eye. It's just going to be a nice transition shade for some of the other warm shades, yellowish shades in this palette. So just back and forth, I'm going to blend it. With the Rephr number 1, which is a more pinched blending brush, I'm going into Burnished Beach right here at the bottom, which is a much more mustard and much more intense yellow shade, and I'm going to add it to the outer corner of the eye, and with little circles blend it up into the crease, just like so. And I think I want to also add it to the inner third of my eyelid. I think I want to do a halo eye, so adding it right here as well. So take a look right here at what that's looking like, and I think we gotta go red next. So I think I'm going to use the Rephr number 14 and the color Momji here, and with it I'm going to darken up the outer corner a little further. With the tip of the brush I'm blending it upwards a bit. Nice detail blending brush because I don't want to lose control and do too much. A little more Momji on the inner third of the eyelid. We are going Colorful Autumn today. So here's that shade. Back with the number 1, mixing it together on the inner part right here. Beautiful. With a flat brush I'm going into Fiery Maple, which is a shimmer red, and I'm going to add it on the inner edges of the reddish matte color, just tapping it into it. Same thing on the inner part. And then in the center, I think with my finger I'm grabbing the shade Golden Ginkgo, and I'm just going to tap it right through the center of the eyelid, just like so. And the same thing over here. Back with Momji on my Rephr number 14, I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line a bit, around halfway in, and mix it with the top. And then Burnished Beach with a Rephr number 13 to go the rest of the way in, all the way to my tear duct area, and smoke out the reddish color all throughout. I'm going to add the shade Diamond Fuji on a Rephr number 3 to the innermost corner of the eye, just tapping it in place here. And I'm also going to add a bit right in the center of the eyelid. Okay, this is very colorful, a little out there, but I like it. It's fun. Let's keep going. I applied a mustard eyeliner to my waterline. This one's from Mercier in the shade Ochre. And I also put on some Ardell Wispies, which I absolutely love. Let's go on to the lips next. I went ahead and swatched all of the Mercier lip liners for you. I'm starting from right here. This is shade Red Velvet, Elegant Blush, Lavish Mulberry. Then we have Brown Tulle, Plush Pink, Opulent Peach. Moving on to this row, we have Delicate Nude, Luxurious Mauve, Rosewood, and then this red one is called Precious Plum. I'm not going to do a red because that would be overkill. I definitely am going to lean more so into going for a nude lip since the eyes definitely have all the attention. I just went ahead and swatched all 15 of the Mercier lipsticks. I'm about to tell you what the names of the shades are. The Mercier lip liners, by the way, are called the Caviar Perfecting Lip Liner and they retail for $29 each. It says they have a 16-hour flawless wear while remaining feather-proof and waterproof. And these beautiful, beautiful lipsticks are called the Caviar Smoothing Matte Refillable Lipsticks. I did not know they were refillable. They retail... They're a little pricey, but I'm telling you, packaging wise, they're worth it. $45 each. And it says they come in 16 different shades. I'm missing one. I have 15 in front of me. So let me tell you what shades I have. This first one here is called Pink Tulle. Then we have Brown Suede, Scarlet Velvet, Mauve Charmeuse, Peach Cashmere, Chantilly Lace, Nude Sateen, which might be the one I'm wearing today, Flame Chalice, Plum Plice, I think. Maybe it's Please, but it's spelled weird. Blush Chanel, Pink Chiffon, Mulberry Moire, Rosewood Silk, Coral Velour, and the last one is Rose Crepe. The shade Delicate Nude under lip liner actually goes perfect from what I just swatched right there with the lip color I think I want to try. So let me go ahead and go for it. Here's the Delicate Nude lip liner. Here's the lip liner applied. If the lipstick matches as well as I think it does, it's going to be perfect for this eye look. So here's the shade Nude Sateen. The packaging of these lipsticks is beautiful and the formula feels super soft and luxurious. They're matte, but they don't feel like a matte lipstick at all. They feel super hydrating actually. So here's that lipstick applied. I do think it goes well with the eye look, but I feel like it needs dimension. Okay, this is the Rosewood lip liner. I'm going around the lipstick with it and I like this better. Okay, so this is the Rosewood lip liner with the lipstick in Nude Sateen. And this is perfect. I love it. So now that I've tried everything, let me give you my final thoughts based on the first impressions today. Everything worked for me. Things look good. There was nothing that was a huge disappointment. My biggest surprise, I would say, was the Nomad eyeshadow palette because I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I liked it, and I absolutely love the formulas. The formulas were fantastic. The eye look was great. It is a colorful palette though. If you are only into nudes, you won't love this one as much. You can create cool tone looks with it though, not just all of this warmth, but I absolutely love the look that I created. And again, the packaging is so good. I love this. The lipsticks are definitely on the pricey side. If you care about lipstick packaging, you will not be disappointed. The packaging is top tier, luxurious, beautiful, high quality. Lipstick packaging is beautiful, and you'll also really love the formula. They are a matte finish lipstick that does not feel like a matte lipstick at all. They feel very creamy, very hydrating, and they look beautiful. As you saw, they are very, very pigmented, and I can tell you they are very creamy. They feel incredible on the lips. Highly recommend the lipsticks. The lip liners are okay. You can buy more affordable lip liners than these that in my opinion are going to work just as well. The lipsticks are definitely worth it though. As far as the Tower 28 powder is concerned, I liked it okay. I'm not sure that it's going to become a new favorite product of mine, but it does work well. My under eyes are beautifully set, they are bright, and the pores are definitely very smooth looking. So I did like this. Again, I'm not sure if it'll become a favorite, but it is very nice, and I like that it's pressed so you can carry it with you on the go if that's what you need to do. Because loose powder, even though I love loose powder, is definitely an at-home makeup product. This golden highlighter trio was cute, but I honestly would not recommend it because you're not going to be able to use every single shade in here. I recommend you get your hands on the High Glam highlighter from Natasha Denona and just thank me later, okay? Also, mine came broken. It just fell. It didn't break though. What else did I try today? The Singe Beauty blushes. I like that the colors are unique. The formula is beautiful. They're glowy. They don't enhance your texture. They perform nicely. I did really like them. And then the only thing that's left is the concealer and the LYS foundation. I don't know why I did this out of order. The LYS foundation is beautiful. It's looking nice. If you have dry skin, it's not going to make you look dry. At least it doesn't look like it will after I've been wearing it for an hour. However, if you are into super thin foundations that sink right into the skin, maybe a cream is not the best option, in which case I recommend the liquid foundation from LYS Beauty, which is beautiful. I love it. Also the Pat McGrath foundation, beautiful, love it. I have other foundations that I like more than this one. I just know that this is good, but I know that it's not going to become a favorite of mine. And the Bare Minerals concealer was really nice. I'm going to further test it. I'm going to see how long it lasts and whether it gets dry throughout the day. First impressions, it looks like a very good concealer. It's not blowing my socks off, but it looks very nice. So those are my final thoughts based upon the first impressions of everything I tried today, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for 95,000 subscribers. I am so grateful. I never take any one of you for granted. You guys are amazing, and if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.